Introducing the Citrus Crush stamp and die set, and you guys are going to have so much fun creating with this set. The color combinations you can do and the different ways you can use this are just unbelievable. So first, let's take a look at the stamp set and the sentiments and images included on it. So for some of the sentiments, we have these larger ones that have coordinating dies. So here we have thanks, oh hey, and you're the zest. Now I know I stamped these out to show you guys, but for the life of me, I can't find my sheet. So we're going to talk about them. But here we have orange you just the sweetest, you're my main squeeze, and sending good vibes. But there's also some other really fun elements to this stamp set. So I consider these as splatters, but they can also be used to add some kind of extra characteristics to your citrus die cut pieces. These definitely, I will show you examples how to use these. These can be added onto your citrus pieces, but I love to splatter. And if you struggle with splatter or want to add just a little bit of something to your background, this stamp set is going to be perfect for that. Now there's also a heart and a flower on here. You can see on these stamped sentiments, it leaves a really nice white border going around the edge of those. So here on the back of the packaging for our die set, it's going to create all of this. So you have some whole pieces, you have your lemon, grapefruit, maybe some lemon limes. I don't eat them, not sure, but they're really cute. And then we also have some flowers, some leaves. So just some really fun slices that you can use to decorate the front of your card. And of course, these great sentiments. So there's going to be a little bit of layering involved. This is your coordinating die for your sentiments. Then you have this circle piece. This is going to die cut out the base for your slices. Okay, so I may have gotten a little carried away with my die cutting because these were just so fun to create. But back to what coordinates with the die. You have a circle die here, and that is going to be the base or your background piece for your slices. Or you can use it to actually create this and then add some leaves to it. So this would be your circle that you could use, and then you would use these three little dies up here, or that's actually one die with a bunch of dots. Die cut that out and layer it behind another circle piece to give this dimensional look. We also have a lemon or lime here, so we have that shape. You can use as plain cardstock or again, add that die cut detail to it. We have the pieces for like the half slice. So you could use your circle die cut for the base and then add that half slice on top. You also have some smaller ones. So we have a smaller circle and then your detail piece, and we have them for the quarter pieces as well. So you'd have your half slice or your quarter slice there for your backer, and then the one that adds the detail for it. And then of course, some little flowers, some leaves. Here are your leaves, this funny looking one here that reminded me of a basketball. This is actually your leaves. And here is your heart and your flower pieces. Now these up here are some smaller leaves for your smaller images. So these are some things you can just grab a bunch of fun citrus colors from Concord and 9, sit down to watch a movie or listen to a podcast and just have fun creating. There's a couple different ways I did it too. I did some where I have light color on top and dark in the background, or you can do vice versa. So it's so fun to create these. I mean, you can just even use your imagination. It doesn't have to be realistic. You could do teals and make just a really fun, colorful card. This is one where you can create an orange or maybe a grapefruit. So many possibilities with this one die set. So this is one of the cards I created where I used the whole lemon and then I also did that half slice, but in the center I added some stickles just because I wanted to add some sparkle to the front of the card. I have one of these leaf sprigs here and then a couple extra leaves and my flowers. I did add a silver enamel, or not enamel, but it's a self-adhesive silver embellishment to the center. I have You're the Zest because I did pink lemonade for the background and I used the blossoms from the Dots and Blossoms stencil, did that with the pink lemonade ink as well. And then this, it's either pink lemonade or watermelon that I stamped it because I really loved the color palette that I was playing with. The buttercup, sprout, watermelon, um, and Buttercup. So it was such a fun palette and they made such great cards. Of course, I added my own white splatter to the background because splatter is what I do. Look, I found it. So see, this is what this would look like stamped out. I knew I had it somewhere. So these are additional elements you can stamp. I didn't do an example of it, but you would just stamp this on your solid pieces. So it will give the same look as your die cut, but if you didn't want to die cut the holes, you could just stamp them, and they have them for the smaller and the larger pieces. And then this card, I really liked creating this whole assortment of citrus on the front. So I used those same colors again. Well, this one's creamsicle buttercup. I think that's lemongrass, and then I think that might be honeysuckle or watermelon. I really was having fun with the palette, but I just created this whole assortment for the front of the card. This time I used some enamel dots. So I used a variety of buttercup or honeycomb enamel dots for the centers. And then the background that I did these slants on is from the Diagonal Shortcuts die. The sentiment down here, you deserve all the good things, that comes from the H2 Hello stamp set. So I really love how all of these came out. They're just so fun and cheerful. I also used those smaller elements from here to decorate the front of my water mug. And these images are just larger versions of the images off of the Citrus Turnabout stamp set. So you're going to see that fun theme. So everything coordinates so nicely together. You could see in the background here is that turnabout, and these are just larger images of that. And that is the Citrus Crush stamp and die set, and I hope you have as much fun with this die set as I did.